Hi, my name is Angie. I am the creator of a website called breakingfamilypatterns.com, and today we're interviewing Gary Stuart, who is the founder of Constellation Healing Institute and the website called
www.chifield.com.
There you go, chifield.com. Gary, we have a lot to go over tonight, and I would really like to jump right in on it and get some wonderful information. We have both been involved in constellation work for a number of years, myself a year and a half only, but you 10 years.
Yeah, 11 years actually,
11
going on
years.
11 years, yes.
And been a facilitator for how long?
10 and a half of those 11.
And I have seen Gary's work, and I have to say I've seen many other facilitators' work. I have to say, if I had to have a constellation done, this would be the only man that I would go to.
Thank you.
And that is sincere.
Thanks.
Gary, we have been finding many things, connections, working around constellation work.
Yes.
Also called breaking family patterns. It's another way to look at this work. And we have discovered that it is also about psychic work. Even though psychic can have a kind of strange connotation to the word. Can you fill us in and give us some information about how constellation work actually can help us become more psychic?
Yes. What people are very surprised at the workshops, and just so I can be clear tonight, we're not going through the constellation process. You can see our websites for that, our YouTube video series, 2 of them actually, with Dr. Susan Lang and Angie Burgess on my website and her website for the nuts and bolts about what a constellation is.
Yes.
Tonight we're going after the spiritual insights that we're gaining through the process and how we experience that during the process. So tonight this is going to be on a different website, omniscientones.com, and the Angie site and Chifield, just so you can gain access to it there. But we're talking about the spiritual insights that we're getting from the work. And so as far as psychic, which is the first question, a lot of people who come to the workshops are absolutely surprised that they have the capability to let the impulses come through them in the constellation process. This past weekend we had a German gentleman there. He represented someone who's deceased, and he found out in less than 30 seconds he was not happy to be deceased. And this person was deceased about 100 years ago. So that information is still alive and living in the field of the client, who actually wasn't there. It was a distance healing. But yet the unrest of the dead showed up in his body. Him being of German heritage, he wants to understand everything, know everything, and figure everything out. He couldn't believe what his body was going through in the field. So this is the morphogenic field that opens up during the constellation process that gives us these empathic, psychic, spiritual insights during the constellation and after the constellation.
Lots of information. So the field, the morphogenic field, is what is coming over people and bringing information?
It's not so much coming over people as that when a group of, the phenomenon that Bert Hellinger discovered, the developer of the constellation method, which there's plenty of information on my site, chifield.com, to go into that type of history, but what he's discovered is the life force, which is in existence all around us. We do not tune in to 9/10 of the information on a daily basis. Our vision, our senses block it out. In a constellation process, when we're in a circle supporting and helping each other, the subtleties of the life force show up. That's the morphogenic field. We're all living in it constantly. We're just not conscious of it and conscious of directing it to use it to healing some deep wound or issue that a client who comes to us has.
Okay, and for just for another piece of information, for those people who are doing the work and being a representative, if I'm going to be a representative, do I need to prepare myself in some way? Do I need to have some kind of years worth of meditating, or do I need anything?
No, that's what's amazing about the process. Hellinger himself calls it phenomenological work, which means a phenomenon happens instantly. The minute you're in someone's field, all of a sudden, what I tell people in the workshop, in Constellation we use surrogates to be a problem or issue the client wants to work on. And when we agree to that, we plug into their morphogenic field, and within seconds, something comes into our body. So look at the floor we're doing the constellation on is the universe of the client's life. When we stand on that floor to be an aspect of that client's life, the whole morphogenic field of the client comes into our body, the aspect that's needed to be looked at. Then when we add other representatives, everyone is, some people could call it channeling, or the psychic field opens up. The morphogenic / psychic / spiritual field opens up all at the same time and gives us hidden information from wherever realm it's needed to help heal the issue or problem that the client comes to us with. And it's utterly amazing, believe me. Believe us, we wouldn't be on here talking about it if it wasn't.
Well, I have to say, giving a real-life example for myself, the very first time I stepped into the field, was brand new to the work, brand new to hearing about it, and was blown away by what I saw as potential for this very first night that I was hearing it. And you asked me to be a representative for someone, and I was astounded that words were coming and feelings were coming through that I'm wondering, is this me? You know, because this was so new, and being that I'd seen like a few minutes of it only, you have to wonder, is this my mind? Am I making this up? Is this my imagination? Or what really is going on? But since having seen things for about 1 year and 9 months now, I now know that it is very much a all-knowing field that can come through and give accurate factual details of someone's ancestral past that that person themselves may have zero awareness of, and yet it's actual, factual, and real.
Yes, absolutely.
And I have also known that since doing this, I have seen that for myself, I have become more and more in tune with those subtle frequencies that we could call psychic, we could call them spiritual. But it actually is almost a technique and method to help you open up to the field, even when you're not doing this work.
Absolutely, because the field itself is life, and what it shows is that we're all psychic, intuitive empaths as human beings. That's in constant play because we are living beings. Those capabilities are always there. It's when we choose to tap into them that they're used for the good of the people in the group.
Fascinating.
Thank you.
Gary, thank you. We're going to be doing more, but
yes,
this is, for now, amazing. A lot to process, a lot to take in. Thank you. Thank you, Gary.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you.